Oh, sound test or?
No, we're good. I'm recording.
Okay.
Genie's
Cool.
turned all the way up, so.
Great.
All right.
So yeah. The most awkward start to the podcast ever.
Yeah.
It works. It works.
But yeah, Genie is out of town. I don't know if you want to like say where you are, what you're doing. What's the
I'm in,
hotel number? No, I'm just kidding.
It's oh wait, if this is gonna be posted Wednesday, I would have said it.
No,
but-
it's a joke. Don't
I'm
do
in-
that. Somebody's
I'm
gonna
in-
show up and sniff the bed sheets, bro.
You know what, dude? Somebody DM'd me a photo of last week's podcast when I showed my foot, and they're like,
I
"Don't
told you,
stop
bro.
it."
I knew it.
I was like,
dude.
somebody's gonna take pictures of that.
I was not expecting that. Let me pull this up. He was like,
got
"Don't make
evidence.
me act up."
Finna make me act up
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. It's just your
with
foot, dude.
your swollen ass ankle.
Yeah. No, I'm in.
How's your ankle, by the way?
It's So I
They
went
had to
to
amputate.
It's gone. You just hold up like a prosthetic foot.
it doesn't look pretty, but I'm kind of powering through it. It's getting better day by day, but I am definitely I'm having to do a lot of walking around because I'm in New York right now. I'm in Times Square, so it's like I'm walking around a lot. I went to the goth club again a week after I sprained it, and I didn't hurt it again, but I definitely you start to feel it less when you're drinking
Inebriated.
yeah. So I woke up and it was kind of hurting really badly, and I don't know. It's fine. I'm over it.
Did I tell you guys a story about the last time? Because I've sprained my ankle twice, I think. But the last time I sprained my ankle, did I tell you that story?
No.
No.
Dude, so I had a buddy in the military, and his I don't know if she was a fiance or just a girlfriend at the time. Anyways, I think fiance. His fiance showed up and she brought a friend with her, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, like, we're gonna go ice skating." And so like me and like a couple other guys were all like, everybody was trying to hit on this chick, dude. It was funny. And so like we're like all skating, and then this guy literally like throws his daughter, like just throws her, and she's like sliding across the ice like a 3-year-old, 4-year-old, right into me. And so I like feel like I'm gonna like fall on top of her, so like I kind of like try to stop myself from falling, and just boom, like I just felt it. I felt a pop, and boom, I sprained it bad. They're like, "Do you want us to call an ambulance?" And I was like, "No, I'm good." I like tried to suck it up, and I walked on it, bro, and oh my god, it made it so much worse. Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
So I haven't been ice skating since.
Yeah. Do not. I don't blame you.
It was embarrassing.
It's tough.
Yeah, but
I was wondering if I'm going to see that guy. You guys know that World of T-shirts guy? The fucking.
Oh.
Yeah.
this is my city now. New York is mine.
He was posting videos, and I was like, "Damn, I'm like right there. I could probably watch him make a TikTok from my view, but I don't want to."
Did he get canceled? I
For
feel
the
like
fish thing.
I think he kind of got canceled. Yeah,
Yeah, but I think it's one of those things where like.
they were like he looked like he was enjoying it too much. You
Yeah,
know?
but I feel like it's one of those like temporary cancels where people try to cancel somebody and it doesn't fully work. Like he still
Yeah.
posts, pretty sure.
Yeah, I just don't think his stuff gets anywhere near the views it used to.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, let's look. So I mean, I'll pull it up. Really quick though, did you ever finish Loki, Genie?
Of course not.
Jesus Christ, are you
I know
serious?
what happens. I know the
gist of
guy.
it.
I don't know if I should say the name or not, unless we're allowed to.
Oh wait, dude, did
Are
his
you able to
account
turn your mic input up at all, Genie? I don't.
Yeah, let me try.
Dude, I think his account got deleted.
No. World of Shirts?
World T-shirts. Oh no, it just doesn't show up when I look it up. That's weird.
World of Shirts. It shows. It
No.
shows up for me.
That was weird. Maybe my freaking TikTok is just broken, dude. Every time I look somebody up, like they don't pop up at the top.
Yeah,
That's weird.
his videos like struggle to get 100 views anymore. They struggle to get 50K views anymore. And he's got 2.3
It's
mil.
2.3
So
million, yeah. That
sucks.
sucks, dude. The reason why I ask though is so Black Widow came out, and so I went and saw that with some friends. Did you guys see it?
I saw it. I watched it at home.
How was it?
I thought it was fine. I feel like the movie should have came out like 5 years ago. You know, like before Endgame.
It didn't feel like a Marvel movie to me though.
It definitely, yeah, I get that. It was a very dark, like,
well, not
concept
even
of a
that,
film,
dude.
too.
Like, I've never seen a Marvel movie that has an intro that long.
Yeah,
It was an entirely different style, dude.
but I mean, I feel like that was important because, I mean, Jeannie, did you watch it?
No, not yet.
Do you? I mean, it's not really like a spoiler. It's more of like, so the beginning they kind of show like the family on the run, right? And it turns out that what's her name? Black Widow. I don't know what her real name is. Her and her like Natasha, and then whatever her sister's name is.
Yelena.
Yeah. They were actually all like pretending to be a family. But since they were so young and they were like undercover for like 3 years, they actually became like a family. You know what I mean? And so the movie is basically focused on them kind of like struggling to come to terms with the fact that like their childhood is fake, you know? Like they feel like a family, but they're not. It was all fake, you know? And like they love each other as a family, but they shouldn't because they're not supposed to. So it's supposed to be a ruse, you know? So it's very interesting. Like I said, I feel like the movie should have came out 5 years ago. If it had come out 5 years ago, it would have been a lot more crazy. I feel like the stakes just weren't there because you know that Black Widow is going to survive and then die in Endgame. You know. So
David Harbour was really good.
Dude,
that's where that line comes from. That my father he go toilet on my hands.
Yeah, bro. Have you seen what he looks like right now?
No.
He looks so. He was just on Hot Ones, that Hot Wings show, like a week ago.
Yeah,
4 or 5 days ago. He looks emaciated, bro. Because he's supposed to be in Stranger Things. He's supposed to be like a prisoner for the Russians, with the way that the last season ended. So he's just like skinny as hell, and he's bald.
Wait, holy crap!
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, that's the thing though. So I see.
Because he's always been a big dude.
I see a picture of him where he's kind of fat. I see a picture of him as Hellboy.
Yeah.
I don't really see.
He's always been kind of built like a shit brick house, you know? Like he's never been in shape, and so like for him to like lose that much weight, like that must have been hard. If you've never really done it before, you know?
Yeah, it says he shaved his head though. I mean,
yeah, dude, because he's playing.
We're in good company, bro.
They're filming it over here, dude. They're filming Stranger Things stuff over here right now.
Yeah, I did hear
that. The little sister, the African American little sister. I can't remember one of the guys I go to acting class with was like he's a manager at like Blaze Pizza, where you like build your own pizza, one of those chains. And he's like, she came in and like everybody's like, oh my gosh, and like he's like, yeah, I guess they because they'd been talking about filming stuff here for like the rest of the summer, but like nobody knew when they were starting. And then speaking of that, I got hooked up with a background actor casting person. It's supposed to be pretty easy to get on stuff. They're doing Better Call Saul and a MacGruber show right now, and they keep asking for like background extras. For MacGruber, they keep asking for people with military experience. So I'm thinking about doing that, but the pay sucks. But the experience would be cool. It would be something to put on a resume. So if something stands out to me, then I'll do it. But I'm thinking about actually like going out of my way and paying somebody to get some headshots done, because I can't really like audition for anything until I have headshots, and I don't have them yet. We're supposed to get them in this class, but I don't think it's till like halfway through. And like my wife is like, don't rush into it too fast. But to me, it's like, dude, I'm going stir crazy here, wanting to like get into the acting, and I feel like I can't because I don't have headshots. You know, because as soon as I told my acting teacher, I was like, hey, I'm doing this role. By the way, I guess we can go ahead and say now, because I had said before that I got my first acting role. I would say it's booked, right? Would you consider it booked?
Yeah, it's booked. It's booked.
So Genie is shooting a short film that he wrote, and he's directing it, and he was kind enough to think of me for the lead role. So I'll be flying out to LA next month to go film that with him for a couple days. I'm very excited. My first acting role, and
that reminds me. When are you
lead.
visiting? When are you visiting us?
I have no idea. I'm never coming back. Dude, you know what I was gonna say? We should plan something out for like later this year. I think Jeannie and you, Chris, should come visit at the same time.
Dude, IRL podcast episode. Hello.
Yo,
Dude.
I don't know how to do that.
Like multiple cameras.
Multiple cameras, but I mean, I
Yeah,
use this one mic.
Yeah, that's the only
Oh,
other
that's
thing.
true.
I mean, I have a
it only
mic.
has one input. I don't know how to
Okay,
set
never
it up.
mind.
It's beyond my capabilities.
We could rent a studio if we wanted to, but
That is true.
Rent a studio.
Wait, doesn't
That'd be
Staples do that
expensive.
now?
What do you mean?
They allow you to like. I think it's Staples. There's
can look
some
into it.
places, Staples studio rent or something like that, where they allow you to do like, see office for rent. I don't freaking know, dude. I thought I heard something about there's a place where you can actually do podcasts. I don't know, but
I mean, podcasts it's crazy. Everybody's doing them now.
yeah,
But like, I hear a lot of people are like, they don't even make it to like episode 10 because they realize how much work it is on top of everything else to like get guests. Because that's the hardest thing about it for me, Creators Unite, is like, if I don't book the guest a week in advance, I'm like scrambling to get somebody. So like next week, I'm going to have Electric Shock, the G Fuel connoisseur on again. And then I was like, I want to get another G Fuel guest on, like somebody I haven't met yet. And so we're getting this one guy on. That should be fun. And then there's another guy that I was looking at. He actually like runs the G Fuel Reddit page. So I was like, that's cool.
oh yeah,
nice.
But after that, I think I'm gonna try and do Jordy 2D, Zeusy, and Spidey Cod. That group of guys. That'll be a really funny one because those guys like all they do is joke around.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That I'm trying to plan those for the next 2 weeks. There was the acting guy that does the acting TikToks.
Oh,
I reached out to him
yeah.
and he was like, "Yeah, I'll get back to you," and he never did. So, and I was like, "Hey, we still doing this?" He didn't answer. So I was like, "All right, cool."
Feels bad, man.
Not wasting my time.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I know, like we need to. Well, we don't have to, but I would like to get a guest on here at some point. But it's just like,
You don't really.
I mean,
like,
we asked Brandon, and he's all, "No, dude, no."
He'll do it. He'll do it. I can get him to do it.
That's the thing. I mean, like, I don't know much about him. That's the thing. So there's things that I could ask him on this podcast where I would like actually feel like, oh, hey, you know what? Like, I'm learning stuff here.
Yeah,
Mm.
I mean, it's weird because like I've known him since like elementary school, but I always hung out with his brother because I went to school with his brother, and so Brandon is like my best friend's little brother, you know. But
Yeah.
since my best friend is in prison right now, I've been talking to him more, you know. I told you about that, right, Jeannie?
No, I didn't know that.
I don't know how much detail I'm supposed to get into. I mean, he's already serving time, so it's not like they're gonna change anything with this case. But he was involved in a car accident, and the girl wasn't wearing a seatbelt, and she ejected, and I believe she died on the way to the hospital. So, but he had partaken in a little bit. I think he had. I'm not gonna say. Whatever. Either way, it was a yeah. He had allegedly tested positive for a substance that he had used a couple hours before that, and so like they tried to like pin that thing on there too. It was a mess, dude. But
Yeah.
it sucks because if she had been wearing a seatbelt, he probably wouldn't be in prison right now, you know. But
Yeah, and it sucks because it's like, I mean,
That's really
there's nothing you can really do about that at that point. Like,
yeah,
it's a done deal. But
and I don't know for
Um,
sure. I think they found out she might have been like very early pregnant, like she didn't even know. I don't know if that's true or not.
how do you even tell at that point?
Blood tests.
Really?
I think so.
I
Yeah.
don't know. That's weird. Science
I
is
don't know.
weird,
I
dude.
don't know if that's true or not. All I know is the whole thing was a mess, and it sucks because when when I was getting out of the military, I was talking about me and him moving to like LA. We were gonna like get a place, and because
I
he wanted to
remember
be,
that,
he wants to be an actor too, or wanted to be an actor too. So it's like, it sucks, man.
No, but I mean,
What the hell is that
Could-
noise?
he's unmuting himself.
Does it make a noise every time I
Yeah,
unmute?
every time.
I'm so
turn
sorry.
on turn on streamer mode. It fixes it.
Oh my god, I'm so
Oh.
sorry.
It's like
I
bloom,
was like,
bloom,
holy
bloom,
crap.
bloom.
But I mean, like, I think Brandon would be a good guest. There was one other person that I had said. Maybe it was Too Quick.
Yeah, I'd be down to get mods on. Stungies, I know, wants to be on.
Well,
It's just a
Stungies
matter
wanted
of-
us to be on his podcast as well. But
Yeah, it's just a matter of scheduling it, man. Because my schedule is kind of like I'm not gonna lie, dude. I even last night I canceled my Red Dead 2 stream because I was talking to my wife about little man going to preschool. We were trying to figure out what preschool he's going to, and then my registration is still messed up, so I can't drive my car right now. We're just using her car. California, literally, like, they're having issues getting a copy of the title from the dealership that I bought my car from, or something. And my registration, I was like, it expires like June 20th. I was like, so you're telling me because you guys are having issues, I can't drive my car? And they're like, pretty much. And I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous, man. I literally can't drive my car because you guys have your heads up your asses, you know? It's like, how hard is it to get a freaking piece of paper?
I still don't understand. So why does your car have to be registered? I will never understand that.
It's literally just because the state wants a little bit of money. You can't do anything without paying for it in the state you live in. And then I just found out, which kind of upsets me, but here it seems like it's very easy. Like, they make it very easy. Like, I could literally go like down the block and get it done in like 2 seconds. But they do the emissions tests here. But it's way cheaper than California. So like So California has this thing where if you don't have what's considered a clean air vehicle, you have to go get your car tested to make sure it's not like polluting the environment because of some kind of issue. And so
smog.
Yeah, it's a smog check. Yeah, they call it a smog check, but basically they go test your emissions and make sure you're not like burning oil or something, shit like that.
Speaking of that, did you guys see they came out with the 9th version of the full self-driving for Teslas?
I did not.
Dude, it's getting kind of insane. Like, the car is starting to be aggressive. So like when somebody's just like stopped in an area where they really shouldn't be stopped, the car will like sort of peek over the lines to see like what's going on.
Like,
and then in some cases it'll actually drive around the car, bro. It's crazy.
Well, because the way it was described to me was that before that update, it was basically like as good as like a student driver. That's what they said. Like, that's kind of like the level it was at.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, people always complain that it was like super cautious about stuff, which is kind of a good thing. It's kind of what you want in a self-driving car, because if it's not cautious, then that would potentially cause more problems. And I think now, because they've reached that point of it being like safe, they're trying to find ways to make it more efficient, I think, rather than just sitting at an intersection because it's not sure if it can go yet. It's like looking for its chance to get through there.
Yeah,
it's insane, dude.
So I could pay off my car right now. There's only like $2,500 left on it, right? Like, I say I don't have debt because literally I could just be like, okay, here's the money, pay it, you know? Right. Like, I'm literally just like kind of using it to keep my credit healthy for when we get approved for our VA loan, you know, because, you know, the better the credit score, the better the loan. But I was debating, and I want you guys' opinion on this, because the one thing that would upset me, but at the same time, I have an idea and I'm like, it'll be worth it in the end. I could trade my car in right now for basically what I paid for it, because they're hurting so bad for used cars right now, and basically add like an extra $3,000 to my loan and get a hybrid. But it says over 10 years, I'll save. If gas prices stayed the same as they are right now, they're going to go up. That's just how it is. It's going to go up. Mm-hmm. If gas prices stayed the same as they are right now, over 5 years, I would save like $5,200 in gas, because it's a hybrid. It's a Corolla hybrid.
That's the thing. So with charging a hybrid, do you legit just plug it into the wall? You don't charge
it. It's like a Prius. You don't charge it. It's not a Prime. It's just a regular hybrid. So it runs off gasoline and electric motors.
Wait, so I'm confused. How are you powering the motors?
When you brake, it charges them, and then the gasoline engine actually charges them too. But like, you get like 52 miles per gallon.
I see.
Combined.
Wow.
Whereas right now I get like 33 combined.
So why not like a used Tesla, like a used Model 3 or something like that?
Because that's strictly just electric and it costs more to get all that stuff figured out at home.
New Mexico isn't really like they haven't integrated chargers here. Like I don't even know where the nearest.
Oh.
I haven't really seen a Tesla charging station here yet.
Because that's the thing, dude. If I had $1 million, like that's the kind of stuff that I would
Roadster!
invest immediately. is I would get like solar panels, I would get a power wall, I would get a charger for an electric car, and then I'd get an electric car. Because at that point you're entirely self-sufficient, right? But once again, that's if I had $1 million. If you don't have that kind of money, you're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So it
But-
requires a lot of stuff to make that work.
So this is where the dilemma is though. So I did the math, and the hybrid Corolla is about like 2.5 seconds slower, 0 to 60. So like when you're driving, you know, like across state or something like that on a trip, and you have to pass people on one of those like 1-lane roads. It's kind of iffy in a hybrid. It's kind of sketch.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very slow to accelerate. But
I mean,
I can literally drive 700 miles without having to fill up. 700 miles.
yeah, and that's what you kept saying when we were talking
yeah.
about the Tesla originally. Is that like the mileage, like
Yeah.
with Teslas, it's not worth it because you get like what 400 miles or something like that, 350.
I think that right now, like, I mean, if you get like the entry level model, it's like 280 miles or something like that range.
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
even less. So it's like it's a hassle, dude. Like unless you're somebody who drives a short commute, like mom, where she just has to drive to like school,
Right.
you know, not too far away because the town's not that big, then it's really not, you know, it's not practical for somebody with long commutes because they're gonna like. I mean, I had a buddy in San Fran who had one, and he was like, "Yeah, if I plug it in when I get home, like," and he's like, "I have to plug it in right away. By the time I wake up the next morning, I have like just enough to get to work and back because he doesn't have a supercharger or fast charger, or whatever. I don't know what they call them.
Mm-hmm.
He just does it with like the normal wall plug-in. So it's like it's kind of sketch right now. Like unless you and that was in San Fran. San Fran is like where the most of them are.
Yeah, but San Fran, dude, that's the thing. San Fran is not only like super freaking busy, but like the roads suck, man.
Oh yeah,
They do.
because they
Like,
can never work on them.
Well,
There's so much
that's
traffic.
Not even just that, dude. Like the layout. Because the video that I was watching where the guy actually tested the newest version of the full self-driving beta, he was doing it in San Fran because obviously it's complicated. So putting it through like a stress test like that really gives you a good idea of how good the self-driving is. And he was like, yeah, like most people have trouble going through here if they're not from here, and the Tesla handles it really well. That's what it's kind of designed for right now, is like, you know, fixing those kinds of things.
Yeah, but so what do you guys think? Should I go trade in for the hybrid?
I would say it's worth it, especially if you're not going to be
Especially-
going like cross country very much. So
Well, I mean, like I said, even when you do though, I mean, like it's just so much cheaper. You literally
Mhm.
only have to fill up like once on a trip, like going to see sis. Like I literally would only have to fill up when I get there. And then
yeah,
I
mean, I
and
would
like
do it,
so
yeah.
like the thing with me is like going from my 5.0 2012 Mustang, which goes like 0 to 60 in like 4.2 seconds, and like doubling that 0 to 60 time, I felt it. You know, I was like, God, dude, this car's so slow. Adding an extra 2 seconds to that hurts even more, but I do have in mind that, you know, 5-10 years from now, I'm gonna get that. I'm not even gonna say 10. I'm gonna say like within 5 years from now, I'm probably gonna get another Mustang just to like drive on the weekends. You know, like
Or
drive
Tesla.
around town.
Deserved.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna get a Tesla for a while. I just don't think the infrastructure and everything like that is there yet. Especially
we'll
not in New
see
Mexico.
though. They're really pushing for like the electric stuff right now. At least from what I've
Yeah.
seen, maybe 10
And
at the most.
the other reason why I want to hurry up and get another Mustang within like 5 years is because I think in 5 years they're going to start talking about phasing out gasoline cars, and so gasoline cars are going to
That's
become
true.
expensive.
Yeah.
So,
Well, so they're only making it so you can't buy or sell gas cars, right? It's
yeah,
not that you can't drive them; it's that you just
you're
can't.
only going to be able to buy one privately, and even then, it's going to be, you know, people are basically going to be able to charge it however much they want because you can't buy them anymore. They don't make them. They're
Well,
only going
you-
to specially make them for rich people.
My Fiesta's gonna be worth so much.
I can't remember who it was I talked to on Creators Unite, but I was like, I think it was Che Dorena, the comedian. You remember?
Oh,
Ben?
yeah.
And then so like we were talking about them phasing out gas cars, because I guess in Canada they said 2030 they want to do that by then. And so I was like, I could be wrong. I think he might have said they were talking about that. But I was like, I want to be that guy where like the neighbors' kids are like, he's got a gasoline car, and like they hear me like turn it on the weekends and pull it out, and they're like, whoa, that's so crazy, you know, like because everybody's got electric cars.
Or they think you're like superhuman or something like that?
No, they
like,
just think I'm a badass because I'm like an old man with like an old school gasoline powered car, sports car.
Dude,
you know,
what kind of
Muscle
Mad
car.
Max world are you gonna be living in, bro? Nobody has gas cars.
I mean,
I just hold on to those forever, bro.
Gasoline is the price of gas is gonna go up too, because I mean, like the market for it's gonna shrink.
Yes and no, because supply and demand. Because there's lower demand for it, there'd be like a higher supply, right? So
I don't know,
it wouldn't
because
cost as much.
I don't know. I feel like the government would want to tax the gas more too, because they're like, okay, well, if you are still going to drive a gas car, you're still going to pay for it. You know what I mean? Like in a way.
Well, because the only thing that I can really like rely on for my theory on that was what happened during the pandemic, where gas prices went down like crazy because no one was driving like at all. So, because there was a point where I think like gas was negative for the price. Like,
I mean,
they had to actually spend money to sell the gas.
Because I feel like most construction equipment, stuff like that, it all runs off of diesel. You know, so I feel like
What's
normal
the
gasoline.
difference?
Diesel is more like jet fuel. Because I know guys in the military that were like, they're like, yeah, back in the day, before they cared about like, you know, wasting jet fuel, you could literally just throw it in your like diesel truck. So
That's weird.
Yeah.
Jet fuel in your diesel truck. What?
Yes, because jet fuel and diesel are very, I guess, similar in chemical makeup. But dude, I also know a guy that we called Big Diesel when I was on the boat because he put diesel in a gasoline car. Yeah, baby.
So what happens when you do that?
The car died. It broke. Yeah, he got like 2 miles from the gas station and it broke down.
Whoa, dude!
They had to completely like rebuild the engine or replace it. I can't remember.
Genie's trying to like censor like the background.
What the hell was that?
I was like,
Somebody's just back there doing the helicopter.
Well, I don't fucking care.
What'd he say? Wait, what?
he's like, I'll be a cam girl. In
A
the Walt
cam
Junior
girl.
voice.
Put a shirt on.
Yeah.
Bro, my bed's right here. Like, I can't go have privacy anywhere else. So,
Bro, okay, he can hear us, right?
Yes.
Dude, that's just how your voice sounds. Like, are you not trying to make it sound like Walt Jr.?
no, what's up, guys?
Okay. It still does kind of sound like him, though. It's funny.
You're the Herbert the Pervert.
It's like the same
voice.
tone. Herbert the what?
Yeah, the Family Guy.
I don't know. I don't have a shirt. I don't want to.
Oh my god!
You're fine. You're fine. It's not Twitch. You're fine.
Should I, kids? Should you meet with Danny Dorito?
What the hell?
I hear he got a lot of kids in the video.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Wait, hold on. I'm getting a call.
I just want to hear that one like that scene when he calls Walt a pussy because he's like, you're just gonna give up.
There's a spam call.
Oh yeah, can you do the Walt pussy, the pussy one? You're a pussy as Walt Jr.
Yo, Gene, you're kind of a pussy.
Dude, you know what we should do?
Stick to your videos and I'll I'll make my thing, and you will have different lanes. Okay, man?
All right.
You
Dude,
stick-
I have an idea. Dude, we should get the guy who plays Hank, like get his little thing on Cameo or Fiverr or whatever it is,
Yeah.
and then dude, have him talk back and forth, bro.
Yes.
Dude,
Be the Stussy Baka.
Yeah.
the Sussy Baku, dude. Big brain. Dude, I'd be so down for that.
That is a great idea. Actually, that would actually go really viral.
Dude, I
It
bet
probably
you.
would,
I
dude.
bet you he's charging so much more now. To like,
Yeah.
So is he on Cameo or is it Fiverr?
it's Cameo, I believe. People
Yeah.
do.
We can always
People
check.
people do Cameo stuff on Fiverr.
That one dude who did the like Ninja needs your help. All we need is your credit card number, the expiration date, and the 3 numbers on the back. That guy, technically, that was like his way of doing cameos is by doing it on Fiverr.
Ben and I actually met that guy at TwitchCon in San Diego.
What guy?
The guy that did the John Wick credit card stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
I forgot his
yeah.
name.
That's
yeah.
funny.
He's charging $300 if you wouldn't do that.
Hank.
Yeah.
See, that's.
that's a lot of money, dude.
I mean, think
I'd be
about
down
like.
to flip that if you guys are serious.
I mean, like, cause it would have to like to justify it. I feel like it'd have to go viral on like YouTube, not because TikTok
Yeah.
doesn't pay shit.
yeah.
yeah, dude,
You'd have to
TikTok,
get 10. You'd have to get 10 million views on TikTok for it to break even.
yeah, legit, dude.
Oh,
So my video that hit 2 million, I got $40. Yeah,
I mean, it also has to do with age demographic, by the way.
that too?
Yeah. So like,
Oh.
if your stuff hits older people, they pay more.
really.
So like, the younger your audience is, the less you make.
That's so weird.
It makes
Yeah,
sense.
but I mean, like, let's literally, let's do the math, okay? If I got 1 cent for every 1,000 views, right? So what is that like?
100,000 is $1. So $1 million would be $10.
So okay, so if actually every 1,000,
So they pay more than that. They pay like they pay like 3 cents per 1,000 views or
hold
something.
on. 2 million divided by 1,000 is 2,000. 0.01 times 2,000 is $20. So what are they paying? Like they're paying like 2 cents.
Something like that. I mean, I on average make about $100 a day, and I post 5 TikToks. So, but usually one of them I've debated only doing 4 because it seems like one of them lately has just lagged behind the other ones.
That's the thing though. Like, is it always the last one that you post, or is it just one of the 5?
Just one of the 5.
Then no, because that 5th one, it's sort of like, how do I put it? It's like it's a safeguard essentially. So if one does bad, the other one can hopefully make up for it. You know?
I guess, yeah. Dude, all I know is that like right now is it's like it's taking me a long time to get from like I this is one of the longest I don't know what you want to say, like one of the slowest growth points I've had in a while. Like it took me a long time to get from 3,175,000 to 3,200,000.
Mhm.
And now I'm at 3,218,000, so getting close to it rounding up to 3.3 mil.
At that
Insane.
or after that video that I posted, I gained like 50,000, and I've pretty much like sort of what do you say, like leveled out around there.
Yeah.
But like, do you have an idea how many people actually like legit don't believe still after that?
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, because like,
Not
dude,
his brother?
there's people
Yeah.
who still don't think that I'm Danny's brother, and it's like someone was like, "Oh, dude, they're just joking. Don't worry about it." And I'm like, "Okay." So there's times where people will put it, and I'm like,
They want
Hey,
us to do
like,
like an
are you-
ancestry test or something.
"But I'll let well." I've legit like I've asked people like, "Hey, are you being serious or are you just messing around?" And some guy was like, "No, I'm not joking. You're a faker, and you need to stop using Danny for clout." And I was like,
Yeah. It's
"Oh my
like,
god,
it's
he's
like,
serious."
What am I supposed to do? Respond to every single one of them? Like, he's really my brother. Like, I
Well,
can't
dude,
do that.
even after you put that comment on my video, there were some people saying, like, no, you're not, or whatever. Like, and chances are a lot of them were joking, but there's probably a few in there that still don't believe it. And I'm like, I literally posted a video of us together in like 3 different shots.
I
like-
mean, I got a lot of hate the other day because I said I didn't like Space Jam 2 and I thought it was a terrible movie.
I mean, it's a kids movie, but
That's the
I don't-
thing. They literally said that the same way that the first one was made for like a generation before that, like it was the nostalgia for that generation, you know, that grew
Uh-huh.
up watching Michael Jordan play and stuff and like rise. It's the same way. It's supposed to be people who watched LeBron kind of like start and rise. And they said it's geared towards 90s kids because I mean, there's all kinds of references to like the Harry Potter movies, Game of Thrones, stuff like that throughout the movie. And it's like, little kids don't know anything about Game of Thrones. And like Harry Potter, the last one came out like what, 10 years ago now?
yeah, but is that why they included Big Chungus in the movie?
Dude,
That's not a 90s thing.
no, I think they were trying to appeal to both, but they said that they were mainly trying to gear this towards 90s kids. Like a lot of references were to like early 2000s movies.
Huh.
They had Big
But-
Chungus in there.
I don't even
Yeah,
know
Big
what Big
Chungus is
Chungus
in
is.
there.
But like, I just think it's funny, dude.
Bugs Bunny, but he's fat.
They're like, they're like, you don't like basketball. It's because you're in your 30s. It's because of this. I'm like, I'm not saying I like watch basketball, but it's not that I don't like basketball. And I listed a bunch of good basketball movies. And somebody was like, bro, Coach Carter's a football movie. And I was like, are you stupid, bro? It's a
Coach Carter?
basketball movie. That's the Samuel Jackson one. It's a
Let me
basketball
see.
movie.
Basketball, yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
football
literally
movie.
like trying to argue. I was like, if you guys, I almost said this, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna get hate for that. I wanted to be like, if you guys like this movie, you're probably not old enough to be on this platform.
Dude,
Because it's
honestly,
true.
bro, dude, I legit,
Should've said
I've
it.
started like because there's people who will say stuff that's like straight gibberish, and I'm like, okay, this person either is not like old enough to actually use a keyboard, or they're just like putting random garbage. And so usually sometimes I'll go to the profile to see like what's up. Yeah, some guy legit his well, I shouldn't say some guy, some kid. His bio straight up said he was 8 years old.
Oh man.
I was like, oh my god.
Was it
dude.
private? Like, was his account private though? Like, you can't. It says private.
Nope, it was public.
So he lied about his age then.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, I
all-
reported it.
yeah. I mean, there was one time where this guy, what was it? I can't remember what it was. I talked about it a long time ago. And this kid said something about, like, he said he was a Navy SEAL or something like that. And I was like, okay. And so like, I was like, let's take a look. And like, I literally pull up the video and it's like him. And like, he does one of those like music transitions things where like it switches and you have a different outfit on or something. But
Yeah.
instead, all it changed was he changed to like this Russian looking like sweat outfit. You know, like sweatpants, one of those jackets, you know?
Oh, like the
Yeah.
Adidas gear.
and
or whatever,
and like a gas mask on. And so I was like, I'm pretty sure he's not a Navy SEAL. And I also think he might be a communist. And like he got banned, bro, because I guess he was underage. He was 12.
Oh, dude, I feel
I felt
bad.
so
'cause
bad.
There's times where like I'll make a video about like a stupid comment, and then people will just start like just trashing on the person that commented it. They'll be like, dude, you're an idiot. Like there's
But-
sometimes people will just like straight up just like start reporting the guy's account and stuff like that. And I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, chill.
It's
like,
it's sad that there's like little kids who like they think that like they don't understand sarcasm. They don't understand when you're joking. Like they'll take things that are completely ridiculous and think they're real. Like my there's always been people when it's like you lost a follower and I like dramatically like cry and stuff like that. Like, no, not so and so, you know. And they'll be like, it's okay. Like you still have 3 point whatever, you know. Like I'll tell my friends to follow you, this and that. Like, and I'm like, bro, it's a joke. So
I mean, 'cause that's the thing though. Like, that's probably why TikTok as a platform will not survive that long, because it's a lot of little kids on there,
so
unless they make a specific section that's just for kids.
so I don't know where Vine screwed up. I don't know what happened. I don't know why Vine just died all of a sudden. But I think TikTok has a lot more going for it. So it's gonna outlive Vine. And I think Vine lasted like what, 3 years?
something like that. Yeah.
Like once Vine really like peaked, it lasted like 3 years. And I think TikTok still has a lot going for it. It's just right now, it really seems like YouTube is trying to be TikTok and TikTok is trying to be YouTube. Like they're trying to make longer videos. They made it so you can like scroll through videos now. So like you can like
scrubbing through it.
Scrub through it, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand how that affects view time because they're not actually watching it. So does it still count as them watching the whole video or? Like, am I making?
I think it takes the time that they actually watched.
Because if that's the case, your videos are going to do worse because people aren't watching the whole thing, and view time is what helps it go viral.
Yeah.
So,
well, here's the thing though. I think something TikTok needs to do, and this might be a little bit controversial. They need to get rid of the thing where you put music in the background because it incentivizes people to actually do those dancing trends. That's a lot of what I see still.
So, I noticed about a year ago there was a lot more dancers. They've definitely taken like the hashtag dance, all those hashtags that have to do with like dances, unless it's like a legit trend. I don't want to say they suppress it, but they definitely like it's harder to get on the For You page for dancing now. Like I think they're trying to steer away from that stereotype that they're just like a music dancing app, you know? Which I feel like they've done successfully. Like it's definitely like a place where you can find anything now. I always joke about it, you know? Like you could
that dude farting in windows and stuff like that.
Oh my god, dude! Did I showed you the one where he went up to a Wendy's, right?
No,
he went up to a Wendy's drive-through, and he's like, well, hi, "Welcome to Wendy's. What can I get you?" And he's just like, he starts, and then he's just like, "What the fuck, man? Was that a fart?"
The thing is, are those staged or are they real?
I could definitely tell some of them are staged, but some of them I don't know. Maybe they are all staged. Because I mean, who would go? Like, I feel like somebody would be like, "This guy's a serial farter. He's going around farting in people's windows. And he'd get arrested."
Well, because there's that one where the dude he's in like his basement. And he's like got popcorn.
Yeah, the guy dumps the popcorn. Yeah, it's totally staged.
Yeah, but I mean, they're funny. Like I gotta give that guy credit for that. But
Genie, what does your For You pages look like? Because like mine's like
it's all girls. I know it.
It's all booty shakers.
I get a lot of the fucking cross-eyed fucking like the ooh woo shit.
Okay.
I told you, bro.
Oh, hey.
What is it?
He's like, you get a lot of crackheads.
Bro,
like my live will be like these old men that like have hundreds of viewers. Like I'll be scrolling through and then it suggests me like someone's live and it's like this old dude and he's just like he's like on this Android that's like barely alive. You know?
It's on life support.
Yeah.
You hear the fucking text go up. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, bro.
But,
well, it seems like they got rid of the whole thing where people would go live and it'd be a video of like I don't know, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's just like chilling, and it's like clearly they just like stole the video.
Oh
yeah, playing it on loop.
No, I was saying like that's one of those things that TikTok has to crack down on, or else they're gonna get sued.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, dude. Like until they fix the problem with so many people being like too young to be on the app, that it's gonna.
I don't think they ever will, man. I don't think they ever will, and I think that's one of the issues is they just don't have enough people. They don't have enough people to monitor everything. They need to hire more people. Like I feel like they're like trying to not spend money, but they need to in order for it to survive. So it's like,
I mean, that's literally a work from home job, though, dude. Like
somebody over there at TikTok needs to grow a pair of balls and just hire some people to monitor stuff. Like it doesn't like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like, okay, you got to hire 1,000 employees. Hire 100 people to like, you know, like 50 of them just go through like reports, and then the other 50 goes through lives and just is like, oh yeah, this is a little kid. Oh yeah, this person's like straight up shaking their ass on live. Yeah, this is not okay. You know, like
I mean, not to mention, dude,
paying $50 an hour.
That's probably a reason why like advertisers don't really, I guess, support TikTok that much, because I don't really see a lot of ads on TikTok.
Well, I mean, like, I think they're trying to avoid becoming like Instagram, because if you look at Instagram, it's like every 5th post is an ad.
That's the difference, though, because like Instagram, people will literally, since they can post multiple things, they'll put like a couple of memes or like a couple of like life hack videos, and then it's an ad, and then they have another post after that, and then that's the entire thing they posted. It's just like a couple things and an ad is sandwiched in between. Whereas with TikTok, I think the most they could do is like you scroll for like 10, 20 videos, ad. No one's gonna make an ad in the middle of their post.
But they do have promotions now. You can promote posts, and that makes money. That's a very expensive. Me and Jeannie found out.
Yeah, that is not cheap. There are like, you're better off just making a high quality video. I think just like doing about making a fucking.
Oh, speaking of which, dude, I figured out how to add text to Premiere and animate it. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah. They have a lot of like preset graphic stuff on there as well.
Yeah, well, because all I did was there's that video where it's like when the imposter is and he's like the baby, and then he just starts doing like the baby like catch. He's like, let's go, that whole thing, right? And so I did that, and I just put it in like Comic Sans, and I made like a little intro for a video that I did today.
Oh, nice.
It actually did decent.
So another guest that I think would be cool to get on is my editor. My editor's cool as hell.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What's up?
What's the deal with him? He's asking if it's a new editor.
So the other editor, I don't know if I said, I let him go because he was just kept breaking up with his girlfriend, and like every time that happened, it was just like he was dealing with that, and so like, you know, I'm relying on I like, as an editor, you know, I like, your role is to like help me get content out, and so if he's not getting content out, why am I paying him, you know? And like, so there would be little times where it's like it just wasn't reliable, and it was like the third or fourth time that he had been like, yeah, me and my girlfriend having issues. Like, I can't keep doing this, man, you know, it's just not reliable, you know. And this guy is on top of it, dude. Like, this guy gets videos out. Like, I'm actually starting to build up like a little backlog. Like, I'll have stuff to post the rest of this week.
Well,
I gotta pay him more though. I told my wife, I was like, we need to set a budget and make sure we know where every dollar is going, because I want to pay this guy more. So
I will say it definitely seems like he's a little bit more consistent with getting to the 10-minute mark, which is always nice to see.
Did you see the Fortnite video, the last one? It's hilarious.
I started watching it and I was like, I'm not in this one.
Dude, you got to see some of the edits. Like, there was one where like I get shot and I'm like, bro, I just got beamed and like my health's all low. Like, I have like 30 health, and so like you hear like, oh, he needs some milk, and then like when I pull out the shields, he like photoshopped in like milk jars on it, and so like I'm like drinking milk.
Thing, dude. Yeah, that's what I like to see. That's good.
Yeah.
Was that this is my greatest Fortnite video or Fortnite game?
No, it was like I can't believe he clutched this, because the the kid at the end with the rocket launcher is like,
and he used the big arrow.
Wait,
there you go. Wait, did you make the thumbnail?
No, I made the thumbnail. I make the thumbnails.
Then you use the big arrow. Congrats.
Yeah. And he offered to make thumbnails, but I'm like, dude, I don't want to ask any more of you until I can pay you more, you know?
Yeah, that's nice, actually. I noticed that one was really well done, and like I like how he takes the time to like show the bits and the donations, like the subs, and stuff like that. So it's like,
dude, it's just the little things that get me. Like, I was sitting here cracking up, and my wife comes in, and she's like, what are you laughing at? And I was like, the new editor is funny, bro. Like there was a time where like Genie, you probably remember, I was like, all right, I'm gonna sneak up on this guy, and like the butler from Mr. Deeds pops up. He's like, I am very sneaky, sir.
Oh, dude.
I was like, this guy doesn't know I'm coming.
You probably can't play Valorant while you're over there, huh?
I don't think you can play. I don't think you can play anything,
dude. Because I'll admit I was having fun today.
Yeah,
you're doing okay.
Chris got 3 wins. He's gonna be able to play ranked soon.
Genie, yeah. Well, we had a good team.
Yeah. No, Brant, like, that Steven guy was absolutely cracked.
Steven was really good.
He was very quiet, very quiet, but very cracked.
Yeah.
The Legoogle guy, he's decent, but goddamn, that kid is a spaz.
Wait, is he the one that had the freaking like Roomba going off in the background?
Yeah, like I was like, who's vacuuming right now? Because I just hear like, and then like he would die, and he'd be like, son of a god, like you just hear like a scream, and like I'm like, ah, dude. I was like, bro, turn on your mic, please.
By the way, I bought the battle pass on Clash Royale.
Yeah, I've been buying it. It's definitely worth it. I feel like
Dude.
once I finish the battle pass, it gets boring.
It's super pay to win though, dude.
Yeah,
Legit, you buy the battle pass and you're set, bro.
Yeah.
Everything's at like level 9 for my
Bro.
cards right now.
So like until you reach, I believe it's arena 12, and I think I'm on arena 7.
Yeah.
Every other, it's like every other or every 2 matches there's a bot, and I didn't know that because I was like, sometimes I'll just like have a crazy win streak, and it's because like half of them are bots.
Oh.
But once you get to arena 12, there's no more bots, and that's when it gets considered like competitive because there's no more bots. Like you actually have to know what you're doing. And so I mean, like, I think a part of it was like I was nervous, and I was like, I have to actually talk about what I'm doing when I played it on stream. But like the first little bit of it, I was getting my ass handed to me, and then I got into a groove, and I won like the last handful, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna end on a high note. You know, I was like,
dude, my deck, it's super aggressive. I have the skeleton bombers, which like the wall breakers, where they have the little like barrels of bombs and they just run towards the archer tower. You got a giant skeleton, a goblin barrel, hog rider, baby dragon, arrows, fireball, and then the skeleton army, and it's really good.
yeah,
I've been doing pretty good.
yeah.
Genie, do you play it at all or no?
You should, Genie.
I wanted to. I played Clash of Clans back in the day, like in high school, and that
Whole
was
different game.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Clash Royale is more like card based, so it's
It's also
I might.
it's like
it's very. I feel like it takes more skill because you have to be like anticipating moves. You know.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
And, like-
it's all in real time too, so like you're actually fighting somebody as opposed to just being like someone has a base with a crap ton of
Yeah.
walls and you just start spawning crap in.
Yeah. So like, it's definitely more competitive, I would
Yeah.
say, 100%. And like you could get, I had for like a good like I want to say 30-40 minutes. I had like 730 people watching or something like that on Twitch.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
That was my highest peak viewership in a while. I had like 1,700 when I started.
Dude, I'm just like I noticed with having TikTok live up, you definitely get a lot more viewers because people will just pop in and say like, "Hey, like, what's up?" Or they'll just
Came
like,
from
check out the
TikTok,
stream.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Dude.
that's why I was like, "Dang, man!" Because when I got suspended, I was like,
Oh yeah.
I just lost a ton of viewers basically because of that. Like,
That's how it feels, and but I mean the thing is like I don't know, like it's definitely more important when you're pushing for Twitch partner, you know, like if you're
Right.
trying to push for that, like that little boost helps a lot. And so now that I'm now that I've been a partner for a while, it doesn't really like, it still sucks, and I'm not like you know, as soon as
Well,
I
'cause
see it.
people, I mean, like I had people throwing like gifts and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the
And
other thing.
I
You can
was
make
like-
if you go live, if you actually talk to them and go live, you can make some good money.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
I'm talking
Because
like
my
$100 an hour.
Well, hold on. So my Twitch chat is obviously like a little slow in terms of like they don't talk as much, right? But it's good because that means I can switch between talking to TikTok and Twitch.
Yeah.
And like Zombies is great for that because basically like a round ends and you just look at chat really quick and then you go back to playing, right? And because of that, like people on TikTok are like, no offense to you, but they'll be like, you talk to TikTok way more than your brother does, and I'm like, I mean, it's because he has more going on. Like,
Dude,
for
and
me, it's like I can just switch back and forth, no problem.
I've literally said before, and I'm thinking about doing a TikTok chat in real life for like, I would have to like borrow my wife's phone to put it here, and like look up and be like, yo, what's up? And then like he just comes, he's like, you never look at TikTok chat, and I'll be like, well, all right, I always do this. Like when somebody complains, like they'll come into the Twitch and complain. I think Chris froze. Okay, he's
I'm
still there. I'll literally look over and I'll start reading it, and it's always like, hi, notice me.
Yeah.
Where's little man? Show little man.
Yeah.
You're short. Like it's literally the same thing spammed
You're
over
short.
and over and over.
Well, dude, so for starters, you could use do you have a case on your phone or no?
What's up?
Do you have a case on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just use your phone case instead of having your different phone.
Yeah. Yeah, I could
That's
do
what I
that.
usually do.
I
but
hate
second,
taking that
like-
thing off and on though.
So how do moderators work on TikTok? Because like I don't know what they can do. All I
They can mute
see when I
people.
try and click on somebody, yeah, mute and then block.
Yeah, they
and-
block them from the chat from the live streams.
Yeah, usually I just block them because I don't want them like being toxic in my comments either. So
I mean, when you mute them, they can't talk for the rest of that live stream. So like they'll come back.
yeah, but what if they come back the next time?
I mean, I don't know, man. But if I was like, let's say I got like a 3-day ban on Twitch, and it's like, oh shit, I would just go live on TikTok those 3 days to make up for it, because you can make like good money on there. Because there's a lot of there's people who will be like, hey, I don't use Twitch. Is there another way I can like donate? And I'm like, oh, TikTok, you can do it on there. Or like there'll be people on TikTok, and they'll be like, I'm coming over to the Twitch to drop a sub or something, you know. And I'm like, okay, cool. Or like I've been live on TikTok in here, not streaming, and like they'll be like, all right, I'm gonna sub right now, and I'm not even live on Twitch, and I'll see like a sub go through, and I'm like, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
You know, but they want to do that.
But I mean, like I genuinely enjoy going live on TikTok while I'm streaming though, because it does keep the energy up a bit. Because it is a little awkward when like nobody's talking in chat and you're just sitting there like.
Dude, and I don't understand what it is with people. They'll come in and be like, I thought you'd have more viewers, or this chat's dead. That happened a couple times, and I'm just like, bro, like, who do you think I am?
Yeah.
XQC, where my chat is just constantly moving all the time? And I mean, my chat was constantly moving, just not like flying. But
that's the thing.
The other thing is like it depends on the game, you know?
Yeah, because Valorant is not exactly a super popular game for people to like. Really
if you're not a pro player, it's not. Yeah, like you have to be very competitive or trying to be a pro. And I'm just not. It's for fun.
GTRP tends to do okay, but for some reason, people love to watch me play zombies. And when I moved on to Minecraft, like people just left. They were like, "I don't want to watch this," and I was like, "Okay." Oh,
so you're moving away from Minecraft?
I mean, I still wanna actually like have stuff going on with that, because you can make money off of Minecraft servers.
Yeah.
So. I had a buddy who made like $70,000 in a year because he did like one of those like those servers where there's like mini games on there and stuff like that, and so like people will set up like cosmetics on there and you can buy those. And so I was trying to talk to him about that, but he's really hard to reach, and so I had to ask my buddy Jacob. I was like, hey, have you talked to him at all?
That's a cool side hustle though.
Yeah, as soon as I get in touch with him, I could probably start running servers like in my freaking closet.
That's dope. Yeah, I mean, it totally makes sense. It's right up your alley. You should do it.
Yeah. Because
like with me, it's like the acting thing. Like one of the big reasons why I want to get into it is because I know like, okay, like I'll be 100% honest with you. Like I'll be transparent. The 6-month acting course after tax and stuff like that, because it is like it's a school, so like they tax it and stuff. It's like $2,500, right? And then the little like 8-week one that I'm doing, the acting 101 that starts in October. That one was like, I think after tax it came out to like almost a flat 500, but it's not cheap. And so it's like I invested $3,000 into acting classes, and when you get like, so like I know a guy on YouTube. I really tried to reach out to him, but I feel like I gotta like get more into stuff first. Like maybe I can hit him up on LinkedIn or something. But he was like one of his first roles, like his first paid roles. He got paid like $1,000 for like a day's worth of work, but then he made like $5,000 a couple years down the road because you get residual payments if you have a speaking role. Like what do they call it, Jeannie? They call
royalties.
No, not that. Like what they call them. So there's like background actors, and then there's, what do they call them? If you actually have a speaking role, there's a term for it.
Oh, guest stars.
I gotta find that, dude.
All right, sorry, I had to clear some space real quick. But there's a term for somebody who has speaking lines. Like they actually have like lines.
It's either a principal actor or a
principal
guest
actor.
star.
Principal actor. Yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
So if you're a principal actor, then anytime they like rerun, like the people on The Office made bank because for a couple of years there on Netflix, it was like the most watched show. And like they get paid, they get paid royalties, residual paychecks, whatever you want to call it, because they're principal actors. So if you don't have a speaking role, you don't get paid after that day of work, or if your lines get cut, you don't get paid. So it's like,
oh
yeah,
that sucks.
So, but that's the thing is like you'll go get paid for like a couple days of work or something like that, but then later down the road you have all these projects that start to make residual payments. So you got to think like how much money are people like Leonardo DiCaprio making just not even doing anything? Like they're just making bank because they're rerunning Wolf of Wall Street on HBO all the time, you know? Like it's crazy.
That's true.
shows are big.
Wait. So when is the next season of Stranger Things coming out? Is it next year?
They haven't said yet, but it's 100% next year now because they're still filming. There's no way they're gonna have it out by the end of this year. No way. If I had to bet money, I would say it's gonna be like
spring of next year.
I mean, I've heard rumors it could be fall.
I would prefer for it to be fall or winter because it is supposed to take place during Christmas, right?
Bro, all I'm thinking is that they're gonna be a lot older, man. It's crazy. This time jump is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
But I want to see what it is that they filmed here. You know, like I'm curious, did they film anything outdoors here, or is it all just in the studio? Detroit. The other thing I wanted to say was there was some drama with Millie Bobby Brown. Have you heard about that?
She's always getting in drama, bro.
So
what are you talking about?
I have read and heard a lot of people say that she's very I don't know, she's just like, I mean, she's on one of the biggest shows right now, and she just kind of like, I don't know if it's like
she hard to work with, or like
I heard she's hard to work with.
Okay.
But I mean, there was a whole controversy with her and Drake because Drake said that he was giving her, or she said that Drake was giving her like boy advice or whatever, and they're like, whoa. Some dude that's like 20 years older than her shouldn't be giving her like relationship advice. You know, it's not appropriate. But
they went out together a few times. They had like dinner and stuff.
Yeah,
Bro,
but was that an actual like date, or is that just like two celebrity friends going out for for dinner?
Man.
You know.
What, dude? No, okay, that's our next guest. That's him, bro. That's our next guest.
Yeah, but the thing I was gonna say though is there was a guy that I guess she dated.
Jacob Sartorius?
No. There was some other guy. Nobody knows who he is. He's just like some random dude. He was on Instagram and he was like drunk or high or something, and him and like his group of friends were just talking about like all this sexual stuff involving her, and he was like. And I was 22 and she was 16, and like people are like, bro, you're totally. People are like, you're totally admitting to this, and he's like, well, I don't care. Her parents said it was fine. Her parents knew everything that was going on. You know, and it's like, bro, like still, like, why even like,
dude.
Yeah, and he was like, and I ain't apologizing for this. Like, I don't care. And literally the next day, he's like, I should have said that stuff. I was intoxicated, and it's like, bro.
I have made a serious lapse in judgment.
But
Dude,
I don't know. I could definitely see her being like one of those little child actors that just kind of like, I'm an adult already, you know, like I'm famous. So it's like, bro.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I wasn't very impressed by her performance in the Godzilla movies. And then, I mean, the only other thing I've really seen her in is Stranger Things, and she barely talks because she's like learning how to talk. So it's like, how good of an actor is she really? I feel like she's very good at showing facial emotion, because that's what a lot of Stranger Things is. You know, she has to show like facial expressions to like communicate. So
maybe she's like the next Keanu Reeves, where she just sucks at speaking roles.
I don't know. I'm curious to see where her career goes, and I don't know. I just think the whole thing's very weird. Like. All her like drama.
It's got this really weird image of like Millie Bobby Brown in like a cyberpunk setting.
Cyberpunk 2078, and it's just her instead of Keanu Reeves.
Wake up, samurai.
Wake up, samurai. Well, because doesn't she have like a European accent?
She's British, right?
British, yeah.
European?
I don't know. Like Europe, all that area over there. She's from somewhere over there.
The UK isn't part of the EU anymore, isn't it? Because
it's a continent, isn't it? Considered like not a continent.
It's its own country, but it's not part of the European Union because of Brexit, right?
I don't know, bro. I'm an entertainer. I'm not a geographist, or whatever you want to call it. So I don't know.
He's not in the geopolitical sphere.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah. I think it's funny when people come in, hey, what do you think about this? I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't pay attention to that type of news.
Yeah. Well, dude, people keep asking me, they're like, hey, name a basketball player. It's for a montage. And I'm like, Russell Westbrook. And they're like, you should have picked this guy. And I'm like, okay.
You should have said like Jarson Lamar or whatever, like the Key and Peele skit where it's like the different sports players and their names just keep getting more and more ridiculous.
I always say Russell Westbrook because he looks like a sandwich. And so like I just, it's the only name that pops in my head. And then people ask stuff about like baseball as well, and I'm like, dude, no one watches baseball, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I'm not gonna know a name off the top of my head. I'm like, does it have to be current? And they're like, no. And I'm like, all right, Babe Ruth. Like, I don't know what you want me to say to you.
Well,
like,
it's like somebody came in today to my stream and was like, name a Naruto character, and I was like, Naruto. I don't watch that. I don't know.
Yeah, I get a lot of questions about anime as well, dude.
Yeah, I mean, Jordy2D recommended some good ones to me because he was like, if you like certain types of films, you'll like these. Because I think the way he described it was like, anime is able to do things that like real life stuff can't do. You know, like just the way that they do it. It's hard to explain.
Sort of, yeah. I mean, like there's a lot. It's a lot easier to draw like a certain type of like character or creature, right?
Yeah.
Than it would be to cast somebody in a show or movie and then animate that. It's definitely a lot easier to do that kind of stuff. And I mean, when I watched, I think it was Death Note. That's like the only one that I actually finished. I was mad at the end because I was like, dude, I actually cared about this character, and then they just like screwed him over at the end.
Damn.
Like little things like that. But that's why I don't watch this stuff, because I'm like, this is a waste of time, bro. It's like, that's not even cool, bro. I was super invested, and they ruined it.
So, Jeannie, we've been kind of brainstorming ideas for like film projects and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try and come up with a good, simple concept. Like, you know, like Saw. That's very simple. It's two guys trapped in a freaking room, you know, and then it just kind of branches off from there. But like, I don't know, trying to think of something simple. Like a family on a road trip and something crazy happens, you know, something like that. Yeah. Something very simple, out of the box type of concept that would be not crazy expensive to do. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but yeah, we got to do some brainstorming.
Yeah, I keep thinking about the burger thing, like where you're like, I just want to like do something where like two guys sit down in a diner and just eat.
I had an idea.
Yeah.
Picture like Pineapple Express meets like, I mean, it's kind of like This Is the End, but This Is the End is like straight up end of the world. But like, picture like Pineapple Express, couple friends hanging out, and like, I don't know, like it turns into a slasher movie. But like it's like stoners, you know, and like all the stoner jokes and stuff like that type of vibe. Yeah. Like that's hilarious, you know, like it's more about like the dialogue and the funny shit they say, and then all of a sudden shit goes down, and it's like, you know, in like a realistic manner. Like Pineapple Express was ridiculous, but at the same time very grounded. You know, it wasn't like unbelievable what was happening to them. You know? Yeah. I like that. I like when it's like not. It's not like, oh, okay, like, you know, this guy's all of a sudden doing this, you know, like it's believable.
Movies and shows that sort of make you feel like a lot of crap happened in such a short time. That's usually what I would consider good. Pineapple Express does a great job with that.
Oh, dude, it's so good. It's so like, I don't want to say underrated. I just think it's underappreciated for like how they executed that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's part of the reason why they said no to doing another one, is because like the studios wanted to like change things, make the budget bigger, and then just like, no, we want it to be like that grounded type of thing, you know. And so they never made a second one.
Yeah,
but
I had an idea just now. Actually, it's actually like he said before, like everyone's doing a podcast right now. I feel like a funny short concept would be about a guy who's like, you know, trying to run a podcast professionally, and like he flies out this like special guest, and it just like goes south, or like just something. It just gets, you know what I mean? Because like
that was Tusk. Isn't that what the premise was? Where he flies out.
He flies out to like do a podcast, and then the guy like turns him into a walrus.
Yeah, I freaking hate that movie.
I don't hate it. I appreciate it because it literally
movie is disgusting, dude.
But the whole point is that Kevin Smith made that movie just to be like I don't care. I'm gonna make a movie about whatever I want. And I actually got a studio to fund a movie about a man being turned into a walrus. Like it's It's just it's like a F you to Hollywood. Like, you know, I don't have to live to your standards type of thing, you know.
Well,
I don't have to
accomplished.
work within your guidelines. I thought Johnny Depp was good at that, to be honest.
He does a great job, but that's because it's Johnny Depp. I don't think he's ever really played a role where he's genuinely sucked.
They said Kevin Smith said that, because I like Kevin Smith as a dude. Like, I would love to meet him someday and just talk to him about making movies. But he said that Johnny Depp was like, can we make my nose look like a dick? So they made his nose all ridiculous, bro.
Let me see this. I don't remember that. Hold on. Johnny Depp, I'll just look up Tusk.
Yeah, Johnny Depp Tusk. His nose is ridiculous, bro.
It's not that ridiculous.
It's definitely weird looking.
It's a little weird looking. He just has a big nose, yeah.
Yeah. I think there was like a certain angle where you look at it and you're like, dude, that looks like a dick. For like one scene in the movie, but
he's like almost unrecognizable in a lot of the roles that he plays, dude.
Yeah.
He does a great job of like being a different character, you know? Like when Leonardo DiCaprio's in a movie, you're like, oh, that's Leonardo DiCaprio.
So Jeannie, I think you would like Fear Street. I watched that on Netflix. We did the TikToks on that. That is a trilogy that takes place in 3 different time periods, and they're all connected. So like the first one's like 1994, the second one's 1978. All 3 were really good, and I didn't know they were rated R. So I was like, dude, this is actually like they're slasher movies. Like they're straight up like paying homage. Like the second one takes place at like a summer camp, so it's totally like Friday the 13th, but with like its own spin on it.
Are they connected, like all 3 of them, or is it kind of just like?
No, they're directly connected.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It was actually really good. I was really impressed by it. It's a cheesy concept, but they execute it very well. And to be honest, the last one is 1666. Like a good portion of the movie takes place in like the 1600s, right? And I was like, oh, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Honestly, it might have been my favorite part of the whole thing.
Yeah,
because it's like one of those. It's like one of those. I'll give you the basic premise. Like somebody gets accused of being a witch, and you just see like everybody turn, you know, like on this person, and you're like, holy crap, dude, you know. And you see how crazy people were about like how superstitious people were back then, you know.
Yeah.
So
I love the witchcraft stuff, like the Salem stuff.
It's a very good watch. Very good watch.
Yeah.
But I would love to do a summer camp type movie.
Yeah.
Like, try to put your own spin on it, you know. Because like there's movies out there that I think they're good in theory. They just didn't execute them well. Like one of my guilty pleasures is that movie Shark Night. You ever seen that?
Shark Night. Is that the one where the sharks are in the lake?
Yeah. So the concept of that was that they go on like a road trip to some cabin, right? Like one of the characters, Daddy's Rich, has like a summer cabin thing out on this lake. And so they're all like jet skiing and do all this stuff, and all of a sudden the sharks start killing everybody. And then you find out that this group of people there they actually got sharks, put them in the lake, and put cameras on them to sell it like on the dark web as like a more X-rated version of like Shark Week. They're like, you know, that like people will pay for this stuff to see somebody like get attacked by a shark. And so they like, it's a cool concept. They just made it very cheesy. You know what I mean? Like that is a very like interesting idea, but I don't know. It actually made me scared of lakes. I was like, dude, you're telling me somebody could just throw a great white in a lake, you know? Yeah. It's like, fuck.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they'll survive for a little while until like they run out of like salt in their system or whatever. Because that was the whole theory behind what inspired Jaws. Was that this shark? Because there was all these shark attacks. I think I might have talked about it before. There was all these shark attacks in like 1916 that happened within like a 12-day span, and they think it was the same shark, and they said it was either a bull shark or it was a great white that was streaming up this freshwater creek that led to the ocean, and then it would start to like feel the effects of the freshwater like killing it, and it would swim back out and then come back in because it was feeding on people in there.
But, whoa, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking sharks.
And
dude.
I think they like it's. I mean, it was 1916, so all there was like a couple newspaper articles, and that's it. Everything else is just like told by word of mouth, you know. And so there's people who say it was a great white, and that they found, and I mean they made I think Animal Planet actually funded a movie called 12 Days of Terror that like reenacts it, and it was decent the way they executed it. But like I think they caught a great white, opened it up, and found like remains from one of the kids in it or something like that. So like, okay, this is the shark. But there was a part where this kid got bitten, bled to death, and so like they're like combing the creek for his body, and they start like swimming around looking for it. This guy finds the body, and like as he's trying to swim the body in, the shark attacks him. And so then that guy gets put on a train because, you know, if he wanted to go to like an actual hospital, he had to get on a train, and he died on the train on the way to the hospital. So like it was just like, dude, the shark is responsible for like 6 or 7 people's deaths within like a 12-day period or something.
Disney Plus has a lot of crap on sharks right now, dude.
Shark Week.
It's a Shark Fest, so yeah, I think you're right. There's even one with Chris Hemsworth.
That's cool. Yeah, dude, Shark Week is definitely not what it used to be. I feel like 5-6 years ago it used to still be kind of popular. You know,
well, that's because everyone
like,
still
Shark
watched.
Week.
Everyone used to watch TV.
Yeah, that's true.
Where Shark Week happened. So,
but I also feel like there's only so much you can do with shark content. You know.
Yeah, once they hit Sharknado, they really peaked.
Well, I mean, that's the other thing is like there's really no good shark movies out there. Like the last good shark movie I remember seeing like recently was that one with Ryan Reynolds' wife. Can't remember her name.
Oh, Blake Lively.
Blake Lively. Yeah, there was The Shallows.
Yeah.
So
Shallows.
that one is like she's surfing, gets attacked by a great white, and then she's like stuck on a rock, and the shark is just like circling around her.
That sounds like the ocean version of what's that one where the dude cuts off his arm?
27 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like the shark version of that, dude.
Speaking of James Franco, I've been talking to some people, you know, at this acting class, and it sounds like he's not acting anymore. Sounds like he got canceled.
Yeah.
Wait,
so I didn't know. It was. I feel like it just didn't hit mainstream news a lot, but like apparently, was it underage stuff or what? I can't. Was it just?
I see 5 women accuse actor
Okay.
James Franco of inappropriate or exploitative behavior.
Yeah.
So
He,
that sucks.
Did you ever hear about like the disaster artist story with him and like one of his students?
No.
So like he was a teacher at UC.
That's right, because he was a teacher, right? So he was taking advantage of students. That's what it was. Yeah.
Oh.
So there was this guy that he Ryan Moody, I think is his name or something like that. And this guy made a really good short film about a school shooting called Obituaries. And I had like
I think I've heard of that.
I guess something about I guess when the Parkland shooting happened, that short film had like I guess come up in an article, and I watched it, and I was like, wow, this guy's really good at what he does. James Franco stars in this, and then James Franco stars in another one of this kid's films that he did as like a thesis for UCLA. And then I start to look up about this director, and then there's this whole IndieWire article about when Disaster Artist came out, that student was supposed to be getting so that student came to James Franco after reading Disaster Artist, the book, and was like, hey, we should really make this into a screenplay. I've written the draft here. Take this. And then Franco's like, oh, yeah, this is great. And then kind of takes it to his producers and stuff like that. Kid doesn't hear back for a while. Kid's like, hey, what's the story with that? He's like, hey, man, we want to go a different creative direction with it. We're going to have to just give you an associate producer credit if you're cool with that. And get to work on that other script, though, that you were working on. So essentially, they just took that screenplay and then threw another writer on it. And then Disaster Artist comes out. And he didn't get any credit whatsoever. No associate producer, no nothing.
Wow, dude.
Oh, that's why you got to get shit in writing, bro.
Yeah, and so like he settled out of court though. Like he sued, and like James Franco like gave him a nice.
Good for him. Yeah, because I know he settled with those. They were saying at the acting class that he had settled with the people who accused him.
Yeah,
he paid a lot of money. But,
well, I wonder how that's gonna. I wonder how that's gonna affect his brother. Was it Dave Franco or something like that?
Yeah, no, I always thought Dave Franco. It was hard to not see him as James Franco's little brother and everything, but he can act too, very similarly.
Oh yeah,
he's. I feel honestly, I feel like I could see him playing more serious roles better than James Franco.
He directed a horror too.
He'd what?
He directed a horror movie. Did you hear about that?
I didn't hear that.
The Rental, I think is what it's called. It was like
I'll have to check it out.
The Rental, yeah. It came out last year.
That's another thing, man, is horror movies are usually cheaper to make, you know? So it's like it's a really good like breakout thing. And I think if you can merge comedy with horror, like you got something special there. Because like if you look at Get Out or is it Us? They have a little Us, the other Jordan Peele movie. The one where they're like, there's a little bit of comedy sprinkled out throughout it, and I don't know why, but it just creates this vibe that you don't get from like a normal horror movie. And so if you can do that, that's why I'm saying, like, if you can do like this stoner comedy thing mixed with like a legit horror movie, you're like, oh shit, you know, like, and like people are actually scared, like people are getting murked, you know, and like people are freaking out, and like I've always wanted to do a horror movie where people actually do like what people would do.
Yeah, you talked about it last time.
Yeah. Like, there's somebody told me there was a movie. It's called like The Taking of Something. I can't remember. Like, they basically like this documentary crew shows up, to film something about some woman, some documentary, right? And it turns out that she's like some kind of like demon or some shit. And like one of the camera guys is like, "Oh hell no! Like I'm out of here."
Oh yeah. PK was talking about
that, they were talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think so. I think that's what it is. I want to watch that. I know my wife won't watch that. Maybe we should do a little watch party. I'll watch that with you guys.
Yeah. Well, okay, because you mentioned, so you said James Franco doesn't really do like serious roles.
He's done
as well or whatever. But the 11/22/63 was still really good. He did a great job, dude.
Yes, but it's hard to not like. I feel like James Franco was definitely one of those guys who. I don't want to say he's like a one note, or what do they call it, like a one trick pony or whatever. But he definitely specialized in comedy, so it's really hard to not see him like that. Whereas like you see somebody like Adam Sandler do something like Uncut Gems or Punch Drunk Love, and it's like, dude, this is a completely different performance. Like I can't even picture you as the same person. Like if you cracked a joke right now, it would feel out of place because you're not playing that type of character right now. You know, and then you got actors who it's like Denzel Washington. He's always playing that same type of character. It doesn't matter what he's in. He's always like this badass, you know.
That is true, yeah.
King Kong ain't got shit on me. That, you know.
Yeah.
Well, okay. How about Samuel L. Jackson?
Oh, dude, Samuel Jackson. He's definitely not a one-trick pony. And not only that, I think that guy's. I think PK was talking about like the highest.
Like which actor is worth the most?
Yeah, and like Samuel Jackson was up there. Because he's been in so many movies, bro.
Dude, he's been in freaking Star Wars. He was in Star Wars.
That's true.
That's
Star Wars and Marvel.
Yeah,
and he plays Nick Fury, which is a pretty big freaking character.
He's been in all kinds of stuff, dude.
Yeah,
all kinds of stuff.
Dude, he was like the best part of that new Saw movie. Which, dude, again, I was so disappointed. That first half of that Saw movie, I was like, this is a good movie. And then it just went downhill super fast. Like, I don't know if somebody was like, hey, you have a deadline, and they just had to, like, shit out, like, the other half of the script. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could totally picture it being that.
The image in my head, dude, like, oh, it's just this, like, film reel coming out.
Because Samuel Jackson plays Chris Rock's dad.
That's actually a really good casting choice.
Yeah, and it has a lot to do with like police corruption and stuff. You know, like the Saw killer is going after corrupt cops, is what the premise is.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And so like the first half of it, I was like, this is really good, and all of a sudden there's this weird time jump, and like it almost gives you this feeling like it's a daydream, like it didn't really happen, and like it's like a dream, like okay, Chris Rock's gonna wake up and that didn't really happen, but no, it really happens. Like, I'll spoil it because honestly, I would say don't watch this unless you're like you like Saw movies enough to give it a shot. Because I don't think I'll ever watch it again, knowing how it goes. But there's all of a sudden this point where there's a time jump, and you can't really tell if it's a time jump. And then Chris Rock's partner just dies all of a sudden. They find him dead, and I'm just like, bro, like there was all this partner character buildup, you know, And I was getting a really good vibe from it. I was like, this writing's not bad. The dialogue's like different. Like it feels like a fresh take on the Saw movies. And then it just goes straight up like Saw 4 or some shit for like the last half. It's just like ridiculous. It had the worst twist ending I've ever seen, man. Where the killer gets away. And I'm like, bro, he would have. The cops were right there. You're like Chris Rock is like, no, like staring at him as he goes down the elevator. I'm like, bro, the SWAT team's right there. This guy isn't getting away. The building's surrounded. Ain't no fucking way this killer's getting away. And they act like that's the twist. Like, oh, he gets away in the end. And Samuel Jackson dies. And I'm just like, bro, like it's literally like they handed the script to a high schooler who had never written anything before and was like, finish this story. And he just...
That's really funny.
It pissed me off so much. Because I like the Saw movies. I think it's clever how they have to keep these goddamn twists going and tie it in and all this. And so I was like, okay, so this is like a soft reboot. You can't mess this up.
I was going to ask.
And they did. Worse than any of them. That's what I'm seeing this Saturday. I'm going to see that.
Yeah, dude. Let me know how it is, because when I went to go see Black Widow and I saw the trailer again, I was like, this trailer freaking sucks, dude.
Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan's movie trailers tend to suck. Like they just don't represent the movie well because he's very secretive about what's going on in it. So
because I went with Nick and Jacob, and we're sitting there, and the trailer comes up, and I was like, oh, this is an M. Night Shyamalan movie. And they're all, oh, okay. And then, like, they get to that one part where the girl gets pregnant out of nowhere, and they're all, what the? Like, you're like, what is going on, bro?
Yeah, it's very, like, cheesy, like, oh, it's a horror movie. But I feel like it's more of, like, a psychological thriller. You know what I mean? And that's a lot of what his movies tend to be, is psychological thrillers. But they're advertised as horror movies.
Well, because they were even like, why don't they just run away? And I was like, well, because they black out. And they were like, oh, yeah. Okay.
Dude,
like,
I mean, there's some stuff, and I'm like, oh, bro. Like, one of the girls tries to climb the cliff. Because, basically, Jeannie, I don't know if you saw the trailer, did you?
For old, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw it.
So like every time they get past a certain point, trying to get off this beach, they black out, right? Like they just pass out. And so then they show this girl, and she decides to try and go a different way, and she's like climbing this cliff, and she blacks out, and the trailer cut with her like about ready to fall, and everybody's like, no, like, you know, like, and I'm like, oh, bro. Like, I'm really curious to see where they're going, because I know M. Night Shyamalan has the name, has the reputation to where they would trust him to be like, okay, I'm telling you, do not show this, and this in the trailer, because it gives too much away of the plot. So I know that, I mean, even Lady in the Water, very strange movie. Loved the way it was executed. You know, have you seen that one?
No, but I know of it. No, I've seen the ending.
Yeah,
I was like, oh.
It's one of those movies where like everything fits together at the end. It makes sense, you know. Like it's not like insanely crazy, but it's kind of like it's a pretty story, you know. But I don't know. I'm really curious to see what the twist is of this. Like, why is this happening? Why are they getting old on this beach? Like, because basically what happens is they show up and the rest of their life happens in one day.
Well, is it one day, or is it like
they said it's one day?
It just happens really. Dude, you would die so quick, though.
I wonder if the twist could be like, it's not the beach, it's like them or something like that.
I don't know. I have no idea what this twist is, man. Like,
I'm trying some freaking pterodactyl monster or some crap like that. It's
either gonna be something really cool or something really fucking stupid. That's gonna make me hate it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Cthulhu or something like.
No,
put a magic spell.
That's the other thing, is like you got to give credit to M. Night Shyamalan for being able to think outside the box for a lot of this stuff. You know, I mean, he was the first one. He was like one of the first people to really like pull off the whole like he was dead the whole time kind of twist, and then like that's a trope now. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Or it was all just a dream, kind of like the whole same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's
I still haven't seen The Matrix, dude. I need to watch The Matrix.
I mean, the first Matrix is a classic, I would say, but the other two, I couldn't even finish, man. Or is there three? I think there's like three of them. One of them's like animated.
There's Matrix Reloaded.
And then the Animatrix or whatever it's called. No, Matrix Revolutions, yeah. Or something. And like, it just gets so ridiculous, man.
So, it says there's a fourth one. What?
Well, they're making one right now.
Matrix Reloaded, Matrix Revolutions, and then Matrix 4 comes out this year.
Yeah, they were filming it in San Fran right before I left.
It says December,
Yeah.
and it has Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and I think
He's getting a lot of roles lately, dude.
it's because of John Wick. They already greenlit 2 more John Wick movies and a mini series. So he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, he's doing well for himself.
Yeah, and
Neil Patrick Harris. Whoa, they got a good cast apparently. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm really curious about that one because like some people say that it's gonna be like it's gonna completely ignore the other Matrix movies.
It says Matrix Reloaded and Matrix Revolutions came out in the same year.
Yeah, they filmed them like back to back and
like 6 months apart.
They were bad, dude. Like I remember Matrix Reloaded just being. I was like, bro, this movie sucks.
Which one's the one where where Agent Smith like there's a bunch of clones of him or whatever? Which one is
Reloaded and Revelations? I'm pretty sure it happens in both of them.
Revelations. This is
Revolutions,
the Bible, bro.
No, that's the thing. I remember seeing a film theory, they were saying the Matrix is the Bible, and like you can tie all these. Yeah, you seen that? Yeah.
Yes, I remember that. I don't think I ever watched it, but
it follows like a lot of the same like Bible story, like beats and stuff. It's really weird.
Interesting. I heard that it was an allegory for them being transgender and wanted to come out as.
I also heard that.
I've heard all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
You probably turn it whatever way you want.
Probably.
It's like you experiencing constipation or something. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely let you guys know, and then we can talk about Genie, his Battlefield inside scoop or whatever you went to. So, or saw.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a good time to end it. Unless you guys got anything else you want to talk about.
Valorant is still a terrible game, but I really want to be ranked. So
Dude,
I'm gonna keep playing.
I really want to get out of bronze.
Yeah.
Quit whining, bro. I'm still unranked, bro.
That's your fault.
Dude, I've had the game since freaking beta, dude.
I've offered to play with you so many times. I was actually surprised you got on today, and look what happened. We won 3 games.
Well, it's because I played Fortnite yesterday, and I actually like had fun.
Fortnite, I'm not gonna lie, man. I used to shit on that game, but it is a fun game. You gotta admit, they do shit with that game.
Dude, somebody was saying that they hated the new season. I was like, this is not the worst.
You sure they weren't talking about the last one? Because the last one was pretty hot caca.
I think they said they didn't like the UFOs or something.
The UFOs are annoying. I'll admit that.
They're not that bad. You just shoot them down, especially if you have like a railgun.
I think they reduced the health on them. That's why.
Potentially, yeah. I feel like it went down a lot quicker.
Yeah, it was bad when it first came out.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. They're willing to patch that like really quick.
Yeah,
Call of Duty takes like 3 years to do crap like that.
I just think it's funny that people are like, "Oh, Fortnite's dying." I'm like, bro, you'll know when Fortnite's dying because Fortnite 2 will come out. I guarantee you, that is a thing. I guarantee you it's a thing. I bet it's been under wraps this whole time. They've got the money to shut people up and make them sign NDAs and all that shit. I'm telling you, there's a Fortnite 2. If it's not made, it's in development. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way it's not. Fortnite is literally the biggest video game ever. Ever.
Fortnite. Yeah.
Well, you said the same thing about Minecraft too, though, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they've started it, but they say that they want to make another Minecraft.
I've never heard that. I mean, all I know is they had Minecraft Dungeons and it freaking sucked.
Well, because the guy who originally made Minecraft doesn't own it anymore, right?
Yeah, he hasn't owned it for like nearly 10
so
years.
Who knows? He could sell it to another person and then they make one, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, Microsoft owns it, and they're still changing crap, bro.
You know, Microsoft wants to cash grab stuff, so they're gonna make another one.
That's the thing. They're making it so that now you have to have a Microsoft account to actually play Java Edition, which people are saying, oh, well, that means they're gonna add an in-game store, which means they're gonna start selling skins and maps and all this crap. Which, I mean, that's why I like Java though, is because you don't have to do that crap to get a custom skin. I have freaking Pepe as my skin, dude. And you can't get that on console.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I got nothing against Minecraft. I can't play it.
It's because you
It's not
don't know
for me.
what to do on there, dude. We have
Dude,
factions, so people, dude, the people
I
start talking
have
crap to each other.
I've tried to look up a video, and it's like everything you need to know to play Minecraft in an hour, and I'll get like halfway through it and be like, dude, I just don't. This doesn't excite me. Even if I knew how to do all this stuff, I don't see myself going to this game and spending days on end building stuff.
Well,
I just don't
that's
see
the
it.
thing. It's not about just building stuff. You gotta like start wars with people. You steal crap from them, start crap, and
Right.
then people start like launching nukes at you and stuff like that.
But if
It's
I wanted
fun.
to do something like that, I would go to a game like Rust.
Rust, I've been thinking of making a server for that. I gotta look into how to do that, but I would be so down.
Yeah, Rust can be fun, but I mean, to me, it's like if I'm gonna pick a game to get obsessed with that's got that much to learn, it's Tarkov. Tarkov is where I'm willing to put in the time.
Watching Tarkov though, dude.
It's gonna get a 1.0 patch in like the next year, and there's a lot of people
In
like
the next year?
Tim the Tap. Yes, that game has been in development for like 7 years, bro.
Okay then, dude.
Tim the
That's what I'm
Tap
saying.
Man, Tim the
Play
Tap Man,
Rust.
people like that have been like, I'm not getting into it until we get a 1.0 patch.
Okay, so then play
Shroud
Rust
said he wouldn't come back.
until Tarkov comes out with that update.
Nah, I won't play Rust.
Dude, how long are you gonna play Rust for?
I don't know. I'm not at all. I'm not gonna play it at all.
Well, I'm saying that's like you wouldn't be playing it for so long that it won't be worth it. Like,
Rust is already like, is it still early access? I don't think so.
I don't know, but dude,
don't
they've got like
I just-
helicopters and stuff like that, bro.
I know
cool.
it's just a clunky game. The combat is very weird. I mean, you can see like even the people who really get into it, like they get bored with it after like so long, you know, because it's really just based off of like dealing with people. Whereas Tarkov, a lot of it is about like the stakes and how
Yeah, but
hardcore the game is.
the stakes would not be there if there weren't other people.
Okay, but look, if I play Rust right now, right?
Uh-huh.
Rust is not gonna like, I mean, unless there's some crazy update, like it's not gonna have this huge like explosion again. I just don't see it. I feel like that was it. And
You think we
there,
missed it?
there were and there was people who said this is gonna be a short-lived explosion, and this might be the game's peak.
That's
Tarkov still seems like it has an uptrend for a future. Because they've got so much to talk about doing with that game, and I mean they say they're gonna do stuff, and then they do it. So
I want to see like bases added where you can actually build crap because I like building
Tarkov?
stuff. Yeah, in Tarkov.
Tarkov is about the gunfights. It's all about that.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. So like I said, I mentioned it before, but it was like Clash of Clans where you build a base and you have people who like
Yeah.
are guarding it, like NPCs, and then you actually go into that place and you raid it.
Maybe. I don't know, because right now it seems like their focus is they want to finish adding the different pieces of the map together, and then they want to have a mode where it's literally like the whole map you can roam, like all the places. And I mean, like you could literally, it would take you like a whole day to like walk from the long side to the other side. Like it is ridiculously big. Okay, so you know how like most of the maps you can have like there's like 12 people on a server or something like that, like 12 real people. This new Streets of Tarkov section of the map is gonna have 100 people.
Yeah, but even then, you're playing the same maps over and over again. That's why I'm saying if you added that thing
But they
where you're
changed
raiding
stuff.
bases,
They've
Hold on.
been adding
Hold
stuff
on.
to the maps.
hold on, dude, hold on.
They changed
So I'm saying-
stuff.
Shut up. So what I'm saying is, if you have something where people can build their own bases and stuff like that, you're basically allowing people to create their own maps. So there's always new crap being added, essentially, because people are constantly making new bases.
That's just not what they're trying to do with that game. It's just not.
Maybe not right now.
No, I'm pretty sure like they literally just want to make it a hardcore shoot and loot thing. It's not going to be about like protecting your base and stuff like that.
Well, that's
they
the thing.
wanna
You
have,
can
like-
still,
they
you can
ca-
still. What?
They right now they care about the gunplay, making stuff realistic. So like you have to like, I mean, like when you run, if you have more stuff on your back, you run out of stamina faster. Now your guns jam. You can have a misfire, and you have to clear your misfire. Like they're just trying to make it so stressful of a game that like it causes those high highs and low lows. Like when you do something crazy in that game, you're like, holy shit, I can't believe I did that. But then, like, when you lose stuff, it hurts, man. And so, like, I just don't see them doing it with this base because then it almost makes, like, another section of the game. And they were doing that with the flea market, and they didn't like that, so they stopped it. Now you can only
Did they get
sell
rid of the
stuff.
flea market?
They didn't get rid of it, but now you can only sell stuff you find in Raid. So you can't, like, day trade with it anymore. Because that was, like, its own game was day trading stuff. You would buy like coagulated cables or something like that, and you would sell it like 6 hours later for like 5 times the price because there would be fluctuations like the stock market.
That's weird though, because I think that's still something that's like cool to have in the game. Like,
But they don't want it to be about that.
That's really weird. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
They don't want you to be able to like manipulate the in-game currency like that. Like they want it to be like a natural market where like nobody's like purposely pumping and dumping stuff, you know?
Yeah, but
So-
at the same time, like a natural market does those kinds of things.
I'm saying like they don't want if they let it get out of control, then they have to reset stuff and they don't want to do that.
Is that why they did that reset so that people wouldn't do crap like that?
Yeah, so basically it's
Oh.
less work to maintain that flea market. And then now you have to be level 20 to unlock it. So it takes a while to even get access to the flea market.
Man, that game still makes me mad, dude.
It's supposed to. They literally said you're
Yeah,
supposed
but why
to
would
not
I?
like
Why would
it
I play a game? Why
You're-
would I play a game that I don't like?
Good point.
because it's badass. It's
That's
badass.
like driving stick because like you know. Actually, it's exactly what it's like.
That's
It's like driving
exactly
stick
what
because
people
it's
do.
more difficult. Why? But why though? I think that's so counterintuitive.
Because there's pride in saying that you're good at a game that is really hard and sucks to like get good at. Like it is not fun trying to like. I literally try to do solo runs and like I peek a corner, boom, I get shot in the face, one tap, dead, lose all my shit.
yeah,
And I'm just
but
like,
you're just
bro,
wasting time at that point, bro. Like, why would you do that?
That's what they want. They want you to waste time.
I see.
That's what
I
video
don't
games
know,
are.
dude.
They want you to go spend your time
but
playing the
the
game.
thing is, the way my brain works is if it's literally going to end up in a net like 0 or net negative like benefit to me, why would I do it?
I don't know, man. Every time they release a new update, they hit a new peak viewership and player base. So the game, what they're doing is working. There's just a lot of people who are like, I'm not going to pay that much money for an incomplete game. So once it is considered a complete game, I'm telling you, man,
I mean, because I have the
It's-
game already. It's
going to
like,
be one of the top games, I guarantee you, on Twitch in a couple of years, or when they
in
release
a
it.
couple years.
Dude, you act like that, dude. There's not very many games out there that have started with like bare bones gameplay and had an uptrend steady like that.
Minecraft. I got you there.
I don't know, man. I feel like does Minecraft have a steady active player base like that where it's
No,
constantly
but
gone up?
you're saying that that hasn't happened, and it has. Same thing happened with Fortnite, didn't it? Where the game originally had like barely anything, and then it became one of the biggest games of all time.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
happens.
But Fortnite is on a downtrend. Tarkov
I'm not-
has
but-
for
but
7
we've
years been a
never-
consistent
You,
uptrend.
you never said that would not happen in the future, because chances are that is what would happen in the future.
I'm saying it's not going to happen in any. Like, I don't think it's coming. I don't think it's happening in the near future. Like, there's only up right now is all you can see up for this game.
Sure.
Every time they wipe the game, there's a spike in new players, and the active player base grows. And like, there's a difference between that and like people just making more accounts. It's not that people aren't just making more accounts, because you can with your one account you can have different characters, I think. So I don't know.
Dude.
It's because like Rainbow Six has always been like, oh my gosh, we hit this new milestone. It's like, bro, your game is dead, but you're still like acting like it's not. You know what I mean? Like there's a difference.
That's
between
how Call of Duty is. Call of Duty is doing the same thing, where they're basically
Yeah.
saying like, yeah, like we've hit this new milestone. It's like, bro, who plays your game?
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I think you give it a couple. By October, I think Warzone's dead. By the time
okay,
when Battlefield comes out, that's the final like slit the throat of Warzone. It's dead.
There's still new. There's still
It's a nail in
still
the coffin.
no new news about the was it Vanguard or something like that?
Oh god, I don't even care, man.
Because dude, what if it is a good game, but like they're just gonna release it too late?
It's the same game, just a new map and new guns. That's exactly what they did with Cold War.
New map.
Well, actually, the map in yeah, they're supposed to come out with a brand new map. It's gonna be called like Pacific or something like that.
Yeah, but like I'm talking like new campaign, new multiplayer, new engine. 'Cause
Okay.
It's probably gonna be a different engine.
There is a. They say there's a, what do you call it? A conjunction. I can't think of the word. There's a connection between the popularity rise correlation. There's a correlation between the rise of Call of Duty's Battle Royale stuff like Blackout, Warzone, and a decrease in multiplayer base. So like less people play multiplayer because they're playing Warzone and that's what they want to play. Campaign has always been something where like only like 5% of the player base even touches it. So it doesn't matter if it's a good campaign, doesn't matter if the multiplayer is good. If the Battle Royale sucks, it's considered a failure.
Well, either way, Apex Battle Royale still sucks. That's my final thoughts there.
I think Apex can be fun if you get good at it and you know
Battle
how the
Royale,
maps work.
no.
I don't know,
No,
man. I've been
dude.
seeing some gameplay lately, and I'm like, bro, that's actually pretty badass. Like, they make it
Yeah,
look
if
so
you-
easy.
Yeah, if you're good at the game, yeah. But like, I feel like if you're just starting out, you have no idea what the heck is going on, and it's hard to learn anything, dude.
I don't know, Genie. Have you ever played Apex Battle Royale?
A little bit.
It's weird. It's definitely
I was
weird.
obsessed with it back in the day. but, like,
Arena was definitely fun.
Arena's the best.
As soon as I get my new PC, I'm back in arena mode, and I honestly will probably I might play that more than I play Fortnite because right now I
It's
play
just-
Fortnite the most.
It's just like Tarkov. In 2 years, when you have your new PC,
No, because I play Tarkov right now. It's just when it becomes like super popular, people like want to watch it more. Then that's gonna be like a game that people will actually like want to stream. You know?
that's the thing, dude. So
I mean, where is it at right now on Twitch? Like, I guarantee you it's in like the top 10.
It's not bad.
because does Tim the Tatman play it still, or
Okay.
I think I've seen him play
1,
it before.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it's not in the top 10 right now, but the Rust is in the top 10 because there's somebody.
Dude, Danny Bartog's playing it.
Yeah, he plays it a lot. League of Legends normally isn't in the top 10, and there's a new game called New World that people are playing. A lot of big streamers are playing it because they're getting paid too.
There is somebody who has 16,000 viewers.
And DayZ, I guess, had an update or something.
Who the heck still plays DayZ?
I don't know, sweats. Slots is also seen a rise. Final Fantasy Online. Like, there's a lot of games on here right now that, like, I guarantee you in a week aren't, like, in here.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, I'm sorry. Somebody's playing Tarkov and one of their tags is mental health. Tarkov is not good for your mental health, bro. That stresses you
They're
out
doing
so
a charity
much.
stream, you piece of shit.
Oh, okay. Now I feel bad, bro. Are they?
Yeah,
It's in German. I can't even tell, bro.
it's a charity stream. They have, like, a charity goal.
I don't see anything.
I saw it. It was, like, a little thing at the bottom.
Was it the German dude?
I gotta run to this dinner right now.
Yeah,
so
I gotta go too.
But
Genie, send me those notes before you go, man. If you can.
I will.
Alright.
Yeah, I have a text for you right now. I'm texting
Yeah.
to you right now.
All right, cool. All right, guys. We're gonna end it there. Chris has no soul.
I just feel bad now, dude. You couldn't have to call me out like that, bro. I didn't know.
It's okay. It's okay.
Jesus, dude.
It's funny.
Yeah.
This is
Well,
German.
we'll see you guys next week. That went way longer than we planned, but it always does. All right.
That's okay.
What am I gonna call this one?
We'll
bro?
talk about it after this.
Okay.
All right.
All right. See you guys.
Peace.